It's track reviews.
Hey, hi, and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well, and it's time for a track review. Gonna give my thoughts on a brand new song from none other than songwriter and singer and bassist extraordinaire, Mr. Thundercat, has a new record coming out soon via Brain Feeder Records. We have a taste of another song off of his new record over here, though I am looking at the track list, and I'm getting a little excited about this track list. I desperately want to hear this song featuring Zach Fox. And there's also a Lil B feature on this thing with Ty Dolla $ign, of all people. I'm pretty excited to hear that. Also, Lewis Cole being on this thing is great because Lewis Cole is a great musician and obviously influenced by the likes of Thundercat, or at least there are some creative parallels there. So that's kind of a match made in heaven, but still, that's enough commentary on the features list. Not to say that I'm not enticed just simply off of some of the song titles here, like Existential Dread. That should be a walk in the park. Anyway, Dragonball Durag is the also an interesting title, and the name of the track that Thundercat has decided to tease off of this record. The second track he's decided to tease off of this record. 3 minutes and 1 second. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what's going on. Ba-bam. Okay, Dragonball Durag. I liked that one quite a bit. That was a fun track. It was subtly psychedelic, super jazzy, soulful, and I will say funky too. It's kind of the combination of influences and sounds that you expect from Thundercat at this point, given his debut, given Drunk, given everything he's put out. But I think this song is a bit smoother, a bit more luscious, certainly better than a lot of the production off of his last couple of records. In my opinion, production and just sound quality has been a bit of a weak point for a lot of Thundercat's releases. While I do think he comes up with a lot of great ideas, I don't think they are always produced and engineered in the best way, or even in a way that complements his very unusual voice. He does tend to kind of rock this very odd falsetto that is not like the best vocal in the world. However, it does have a lot of personality to it, and I also think it matches the humor that he often pairs with a lot of his music too. And this song is pretty humorous. It is literally a song about a Dragon Ball themed durag, where he's talking about smashing in the in the durag. Basically conversing with this girl, asking her if she's impressed with the Dragon Ball Durag. You don't gotta like my comic books and video games, etc., etc. Talking about how he's covered in cat hair, but he still smells good. So Thundercat is a pretty funny guy, and has come out with hilarious songs in the past, or at least tracks where he's not afraid to show his humorous side, and this is no exception. I just think it's interesting how he's taking this very vintage style of soul and funk music and applying it to something that is so tongue-in-cheek, silly. The bass work throughout the track is very busy, very groovy. I kind of like that growling wow 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 sort of tone that he has going, and the beat is very easygoing, chunky, a little hip-hop inspired too. The keys on the track are quite nice. The vocal harmonies, while they are embodied with Thundercat's very strange falsetto, they work pretty well. I will say the smoothness and the beauty and the lusciousness of the track does balance out nicely with the humor, so that, it sounds like a great track that you could groove to, you could really feel it. Sort of sounds sensual and maybe even a little romantic, but then once you bite into the lyrics a bit more, some of the weird subversive qualities of the song start to reveal themselves, but on its face, it doesn't necessarily come off like a joke or a novelty song right away. I will say I wish maybe there was a bit more instrumental contrast across the track. I mean, the bits of sax toward the beginning and end were really nice. Maybe if there was some kind of instrumental breakdown or change up in the midst of this one, that would have been a nice shift. But outside of that, this has got me curious to hear more off of this record, this and the last single that has come off of this too. I'm just liking the sound of these tracks. I think that it's got a great instrumental balance. This sounds like everything I have come to enjoy from Thundercat, but just sounding a bit more solid and a bit more well put together, while still maintaining those funny little odd qualities that still make him who he is. So yeah, I dug this one. I think I am going to leave it at that. Best song I have ever heard about a Dragonball Durag. And I think that's a bold statement. I get that. I understand that. I know that there's probably a whole list of tracks in the running for that title, but I think I can say assuredly, off of really just a raw reaction to this, that this is the one. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this track. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And I will see you in the next one. Anthony Fantano, Thundercat, it is what it is, Dragonball Durag, forever.